Hello everyone, this is Jen with Dreamz Etc. And I have quite a few journals here that my mom and I have just completed, and I just wanted to do a quick preview and a flip through on a few of these. Interested in purchasing one of these, they are available for sale on my new website, which is dreamzetc.com, and I will have the link provided in the description. So I'm just going to do a quick preview of a few of these before I do. I'm going to do a flip through of this larger album right here. So this one has a beautiful vintage canvas cover. A lot of these were made using vintage. We just loved how it had that vintage appeal to it. And then they're all hand stitched and has the leather spine here. And then on the inside, you'll see there's just tons of tea-stained papers, decorative papers, tons of journal cards and envelopes, tags, handmade cards. There's even some handmade cards in here. It's just jam-packed full of, ephemera and all of that. So this one just happens to be a nautical theme. I think the other ones that I'm going to show are nautical theme as well. I go in and I do all the fine touches, make sure everything's distressed, and add in some stamping, maybe a little more collage work, and that's kind of what I do, and working with my mom on these. But my mom, I have to give her most of the credit. She's the one who puts these together, and then I just add in a few of the little details, such as this page right here. But as you can see, they're just filled full of papers and tags and journal cards, and anyway, I know this was really quick, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do some more videos to show you in better detail more of these albums. So there's one, and here's one of the other nautical themed ones. This one is a pretty large album. I would say it's probably, I don't know, let's see here, about 9.5 inches wide by 11.25 inches high. So big album here. Again, filled with, here's some of the handmade paper that I was talking about. All handmade. Coffee stained papers and tags and clips. There's lots of clips, so if you want to add in your own notes, letters, mementos, whatever it might be. Lots of places to add photos, to do journal work. They're just so many things that you can do with these albums. I think some of them would make really neat. You can add in sketches. I think to do some sketches, photos, add in some letters, and then pass it on to a loved one would just be, just an amazing gift to give someone that would be cherished and treasured. And again, I know I'm going through these pretty quick. I'm just doing a real quick preview here of these first couple books. and I hope this is all getting in the camera. These larger albums are hard to get in the camera. So there's that album. As you can see, they're just jam-packed full of papers and tags and all of that. All of those wonderful goodies. And then here is a spiral bound. It's probably like 8.5 by 11 size, and this one's a little smaller than the others. Got some nice tabs. Lots of tags there. And this one is also a nautical theme. This one I might go in and I might add some more stamp work to this album. But I'll go ahead and just show a preview of it. And again, these will all be for sale on my new website. So there's that one. Okay, so there's those 3 nautical themed, just a quick preview of those. Now I'm going to do more in detail flip through of this album here. This one, I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it because it turned out so neat, and it's huge. It's this album is 13 inches high by 9 inches wide, and I know it has like a 4-inch spine. It's huge, and it reminds me, you know, those movies, most of them are fantasy-like movies. They have wizards and so forth, and they have these libraries, and they pull out those big books, and they're just, you know, old and neat looking, and inside it's just filled with, you know, kind of journal-like images and sketches, and I love those books. I've always been fascinated with them since I was a kid, and so that's kind of what this one reminds me of, and I'm gonna have a hard time parting with this one. So anyway, here's the spine, and we used some home decor trim from Joann's. I don't think you can get it anymore. In fact, I'm not even sure if they're selling their home decor trims anymore. I could be wrong, but at least the store that we have in Montana is not selling them. So if you can get them, they're great for using on the spine of these albums. If not, I know you can get some at Hobby Lobby. And then the covers, these are just the original old canvas book covers taken from you know, really old book that we had, and we loved that, you know, it just had that old vintage appeal to it already, so we didn't really do much. We kind of just left it as it was and grunged it up a little bit more with some distress ink, and then applied some metal photo corners to finish it off. And this book, I'll show you here real quick, filled with tons of beautiful coffee stained and misted papers. Some were stenciled and stamped, and they turned out so nice. They're beautiful. And then of course we have the lined papers for journaling, some flap pages where you can insert a number of things, letters, photos, whatever it might be, and just some coffee stained papers where we added lines to it. And these are like hand drawn lines here, where I took a ruler and made the lines on the paper just to give it a, yeah, again, more of a older antique vintage like look. And this page was lots of fun. It's just a collage of scrap pieces that I had on hand, and you know, basically just collaged everything together. Here it was supposed to be B221 Baker Street, because this is one of the Sherlock themed books. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but everything in this book was made using primarily the steampunk Sherlock Holmes papers, but there is, you know, like just some, you know, basic cardstock that we had on hand that we implemented with the designs. This is taken from a new Sherlock Holmes collection of mine. I think it'll be part 3, and I will be launching that probably shortly after this video. So that will just that'll be brand new, available on my new website. And you'll find when you go to my new website that there's collections on there that are not on the Etsy site, and vice versa. I hope to have all my collections that are on my Etsy site put onto my new website. I just, you know, time trying to get it all on there as quickly as possible, but they're lower priced on my website than Etsy because I don't have to pay Etsy fees. So check out the you know, my website first before purchasing off of Etsy, because you'll get everything at a lower price. And I'll also have stamps and other things that coordinate well with a lot of my digital collections. So check it out. I will be adding more daily to it. I still have a lot more inventory that I need to add to it, and again, you know, I hope to have all the collections put on there in the next few weeks. And if there's one you're looking for, just send me an email, and you know, I will get it loaded onto my website for you, so you can get it at that lower price if you want. And this book filled with tons and tons of journal cards. I did a ton of stamping in this book, a lot of stenciling and stamping and matting and distressing. A lot of work went into this book. And these are one of the stamp sets that I have available on my site. It's the Stampers Anonymous. I think it's called Steampunk Gents, and it's by artist Brett. And I know his last name starts with a W. I just can't think of his, you know, complete last name. But you can find those stamps for sale on my site, as well as Time Travelers by Tim Holtz, which is also, you'll see some of those in here as well. And here's another fun page. This, I just made it into a card taken from the new Sherlock collection. And then we added in a lot of Sherlock Holmes quotes. They're wonderful. They're just lots of fun. Like, for example, this one says, "My name is Sherlock Holmes. It is my business to know what other people do not know." I love his quotes. And here's another another one of the newer designs from Sherlock Holmes Part 3. Same as this. All of this is the new from the new collection. There's another card in there. Oh, I think there's more stuff in here. Great places to put photos or little quotes, poems, notes. And this is from this is also from the new collection as well. I thought it'd be fun to have a coloring page. Those seem to be kind of a hot thing right now. I would love to have this made into a stamp as well, so I will be looking into that. But this is from my new Sherlock Holmes Part 3 collection. I love the way this turned out. More journal cards, tags. And then these right here, these will be in the newsletter. So these will be one of the freebies. You'll get these and some other ephemera with it. So you can find these in the upcoming newsletter. These medallions, this is some of the ephemera that's going to be in the newsletter, one of the freebies. And more journal cards over here. Get lots and lots and lots of tags in this book. It's just so big that, oh my gosh, I could have spent months working on this. I had so much fun just doing the little bit of the stamping. Well, actually it wasn't a little bit, it was a lot, because this is all stamped there, stamped there. I stamped the parchment paper. This is stamped. Lots of matting. More stamping, and all that takes a lot of time to do. Here's another fun page, another kind of collage page. These all come out, so you can insert your own photos there if you wanted to. And same with right there. And then another Sherlock Holmes quote, and then this, I have the handmade wax seal, so you can make a letter there and send it off. I think it's so neat. I hear more and more people actually taking time to write letters because it's, you know, kind of gone away from that with all the technology. And so it's kind of becoming a newer trend to go back to handwriting, which I find totally cool. And, you know, people find it to be, you know, more sentimental and personal, give that personal touch. So I think the same with the journals. This clip here just doesn't want to stay. I think that was where that was supposed to go. It had fallen out when I was showing the binding of the book. More tags. You can see all that was stamped. All the distressing, stenciling. Just tried to fill it with tons of detail. More stamping work there. I did a ton of stamping in this book. Tons of it. There. And another fun page. I love to do collage work, so I loved doing these types of pages. I didn't want to do too many of them because I wanted to make sure, you know, that you had plenty of places to do your journaling, add your own photos, so there's still lots of blank pages to do that. And this is taken from the new Sherlock Holmes Part 3 collection. These here will be in the newsletter as one of the freebies. This is also one of them. And then just more cards with more stamping. And here I just kind of made a little flap so it would kind of just stay down on there, like so. And more journal cards. And this is an image of Sherlock Holmes' library. There's one of the stamps from the Time Travelers, Tim Holtz's collection. And this was this is going to be one of the freebies in the newsletter, but I embossed it is what I did. So I ran it through, embossed it, and then I applied Gilder's paste or rub and buff over it to give it that aged look. And then just layered in tags and papers. And here's another one, just plain old tablet paper, and then adhered a shipping tag. And then this might look familiar. I decided to put it in this book. That was that mixed media page tutorial that I have in another video. Look how small it looks. This page looks so small, and it's a standard, this is a standard letter size, you know, 11 by 8.5. No, I think I actually cut it down a little bit. I think I might have, but not much, because it's folded and it's 10 there. So just, I mean, again, this book is, yeah, and this is 8 1/4. This is almost close to a standard size page. So that goes to show you how big this album is. I mean, it makes a standard letter size look so small in comparison. I mean, it's just a huge album. Again, more journal cards, lots and lots of journal cards, shipping tags. This could go inside, or I have it out currently. But it's got the B221, Baker Street. Again, more stamping on coffee stained paper. Big journal tag there. where that goes. Okay, so that clip actually goes here. Ooh, it went somewhere. There we go. Okay, like that. So lots of stamp work that I did here. I just took a number of different stamps. Artistic Outpost, I think. No. This was LeBlanc. This was Steampunk City, LeBlanc Steampunk City, and I have this available on my site. And then this was Red Door, I think, and I have this available. And then these were just a few that I had that I added in, the key and the hot air balloon. And then I just did some stenciling with the distress ink with the splatters stencil over it. And this one, I made this little clip here. So the S can actually come down. I think there's a pocket here. It can come down here. And you have Sherlock going that way. I wanted to do something kind of a little different. I thought it looked kind of cool up on the top here on top of this journal card. And what I did is I put a little paper clip underneath. I don't know if you can see that. And that's how I made that. And then it just clips right on there. And then you don't see the paper clip. It's hidden underneath the letter S. Oops, sorry. And then there's the larger size journal card with the parchment paper. I just used Stays On ink to use on the parchment paper. I had I had ordered all this parchment paper, and I didn't realize it was Baker's parchment paper because in the description they didn't say that. And so I found that with Baker's parchment paper, it's not real porous and not much adheres to it, but Stays On ink will adhere to it, and it creates a nice kind of vellum look to the page. So that's what I used there. And this was a LeBlanc stamp, which I have available on my new website as well. So, like I said, I'll be carrying a lot of stamps that go really well with the digital collections. That way, you know, when you have your collection out and you're trying to find things that you might want to implement with your digital collections, it's really easy to go to my stamp section and look through there and find stamps that will coordinate, you know, with the Steampunk Sherlock or the Alice in Wonderland, the Tea Time collection, and so forth. So I started doing that, and we'll see how it goes. I'm also carrying some beautiful vintage themed stamps from Blue Fern Studios, and they're just some really neat stamps to check out, kind of unique. And this, I was gonna make a bookmark, so that will be a bookmark there. I think this was from this classified stamp. This was in the my documentary ephemera pack is where that came from. And then just lots of stamping again and stencil work. So journal cards. And we're getting close to the end here. Like I said, it's so big. Such a big book. Tons and tons and tons of journal cards and tags. Oh, this is another flap here. This, just a ton of frames, die cuts that we threw in. So you can frame all your pictures and then place them inside of here. And you got all your frames and die cuts inside this nice big envelope here. And there's the end of it. So, that clip fell out again. As you can see, it just kind of goes on and on and on and on and on. Filled with tons of papers. How cool looking is that? Like I said, hard. This could be hard for me to part with. So if you see it for sale on the site, I would snatch it before I change my mind. Just joking. All right. And then here's one of the smaller books. Look at the difference in size. The big one. And then this is just a normal size journal that we have right here. Just have to show you. When I said this was monstrous, big, huge, truly, it is just the coolest, biggest album. So I tell everyone this because our journals do tend to sell out quick. So if you're wanting to purchase it, don't wait too long because they go quickly. And this one, I just don't know when we'll be making another one like this because it was a lot. So this one's a lot easier to turn and reach around the camera, that's for sure. But I just think these are the coolest little albums. Going to do a quick flip through here. You see lots of tags. I will be doing more stamp work in this book. That's why I did the preview of the other one first, because I'm not quite done with this one, but I'm going to work on it tonight and get more of the stamping done in it, and it will be on the site available for purchase. This was kind of cool. It was an embossed envelope and I applied rub and buff over it to give it that aged look. Love the way that turned out. Like I said, I will be doing more stamping in this book. I just wanted to get the video done, and I'll do all that stamping tonight. It'll be up on the site. Both of these will be available as well as some other journals that I have. And I hope to get more videos of those done as well. that one. These are, again, just a few of the journals. Just a few. There's so many more that I plan on doing videos of, and you can view more available on my website. So thank you for watching, and please email me if you have any questions.